Mr. Business do be shitting.
Uh-huh. Is that how we're starting?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, are you guys ready? Who does intros? Is you, Cass?
Welcome to the Monkey Monday podcast.
Welcome to the Monkey Monday podcast.
Whoa! Welcome back. Your favorite,
He decided to sleep in like an absolute asshole.
your favorite non-British podcast. We tried getting Grub.
Not into the British time zone.
We tried getting Grub, but he cleeping. So yeah, he's not going to be here for what? Isn't this like the third podcast in a row? Second podcast in a row?
Third.
Wow, imagine what a great host.
At least I had actual excuses.
I panicked
for
trying
all the times you just slept through the podcast, Cass.
Yeah, I can now make fun of him for doing the same exact thing. Haha, get shit on. Get shit on.
This is one time. You are a repeat offender.
Get shit on, and I want to take the opportunity when I see fit. Get shit on.
I have a good record because I haven't missed a single one. Fuck yeah.
Bitch, you've only been here for like 3 fucking episodes. Get your ass up.
Damn right. Damn right.
So, do you have any topics or anything before?
I was just gonna say. So, you guys have noticed ever since I joined, the schedule's been fucked, and that's because our schedules are fucked.
It's because of his Canadianness.
Okay.
It's actually not a lot of Rage's fault.
It's because he's Canadian and he has free healthcare.
Life be life, and we're,
Yeah, if I was American, there'd be not a single problem right now. But just because I'm Canadian, there's a big problem.
Because you have your free healthcare and you're rubbing it in our face. Fuck you.
But yeah, so we've been trying to get our schedules coordinated. It's just tough because Cass and I think, started new jobs, right? Cass, was it you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, Cass works at a Goodwill now.
Cass and I have started new jobs, so we've been trying to like schedule that. Frogs, I don't know.
I work at an undisclosed thrift store, but yes. There's a super cool dude who comes in my undisclosed thrift store, who is a Navy Vietnam vet, who is fucking cool as shit, bro. The man has a whole ass parrot he brings with him.
Really?
Yes. Like, he literally brings it in the store with him.
No way.
Yeah, and he's gotten it even stolen a few times, and the motherfucker still brings it back.
Hey,
so
wait, that bitch got stolen? No way.
Yeah, he's gotten that bird stolen a few times.
How do you steal?
I kid you
Bro,
not.
I feel like the bird would steal itself, just fly away.
Well, no, because it's a really well-trained bird, so, like, some people don't know that it's an actual bird, and then they'll just walk off with it, not realizing it's his.
How do you train a bird? That sounds like the funniest sentence to me. Like, I know it's a normal thing, but it just sounds like
the same way you can train, like, a dog, I guess. I don't
a dog.
I don't train animals.
A dog.
I don't train animals like this.
You have a cat. What do you mean you don't know?
I only taught him how to sit and stay. That's pretty much what we're
doing.
doing.
What about to, like, not shit in the house?
He was already pre-litter box trained.
Oh. I thought you had your kitten since it's, like, infant.
No, I've only had Mr. Business for about a year. He's turning 6 here soon.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. So that's good to know.
You see, him coming pre-litter box trained was actually why she named him Mr. Business, because she knew how to do his business.
Actually, I didn't name him Mr. Business. The animal control people that found him named him Mr. Business.
Really?
Out of after the cat from Bob's Burgers, and then
it just kind of stuck.
I feel if you name an animal too many things, it's gonna get confused, right? Isn't that how, like, isn't that like Animal 101? Like, you don't name your animals like 8 different things, because then they won't respond.
Well, no, his name has always been Business. Business or Mr. Business, but like, he's just fucking. He's adorable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because Frogs just said like, or asked like, did it just stick then? Because like it's apparent.
He was sticking his face all up in everybody else's business at the fucking animal shelter, so it just stuck with him there.
I see. Because that's what I was just saying. Because if you name an animal like 8 different things, it wouldn't respond, right? Well, that's just animal 101. You don't name it 8 different things because it's not going to respond to you then. Because isn't that how like animals like function? Like, like I have a dog, right? If I name this dog like 8 different
guy has
things,
some nice cats.
because like, isn't it like through like I don't know what to call it, but like regression, like or no,
Regression? What the hell are you talking about?
I
It's just a
don't.
learned behavior.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say the same thing multiple times over to the animal, it's gonna connect the dots, being like, whenever I hear that, that means me, right?
It's just called learning.
Yeah. It's also patterned behavior, is what I think you were trying to say.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why the term regression came up, but if you guys
Pattern
can't tell, I am not an
recognition.
animal expert whatsoever.
Pattern recognition.
Cats do not.
I'm not an animal
I know
expert,
that
so.
humans are sometimes retarded.
Whoa! I have to bleep that. Monkey noise.
We don't bleep retarded.
Oh. We don't?
We
Okay.
leave that raw.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. Anyway, do we have any topics?
I shit myself.
Congrats, how'd it feel?
Not great. I'm coming down from a stomach bug, and as a result of it, there were the few times where I shit myself.
Frog poopy pants now.
Frog poopy
Not
pants.
not like full on, but like I could feel it. I could definitely feel myself shitting. And I'm like, oh,
Was was this like in your bed or like somewhere else?
just hanging out. And like after maybe an hour of that, I learned to not trust farts anymore. And I have actually not trusted a fart for about 2 days.
Those are always the best whenever you shit yourself the one time and then you just think to yourself, I am not trusting another fart.
I trusted one today, foolishly. And I say foolishly, it actually didn't end up with me shitting myself, so I'm very grateful.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Cass,
Yeah, I'm very excited to not be shitting myself.
I feel like
Oh, but
that's
you know, the one time that I accidentally shit myself, it gets made into a fucking joke. Alright, I see how it is. I get
It's
to put
not
the
just
hashtag
that you
poopy pants, but alright.
sounds right.
it's not just that you shat yourself, it's the fact that you shat yourself on top of your husband.
Okay, it was supposed to be a prank. You weren't there for that one, Rage. Alright, it was supposed to be a prank, and I had
Oh.
accidentally pushed a little too hard, and I trusted a fart I shouldn't have, and yeah, was not my finest moment. I'm gonna be completely
What episode
honest.
was that? Because I'm going to listen to that as soon as this podcast is
Whatever one is
over.
labeled Cass poopy pants, but yeah. The amazing part is that my husband was dating me at that time. We weren't even married, and he still chose to marry me after that. So, you know,
That's
shit on him. I was trying to do it for literally. I was trying to do it for shits and giggles, and my body was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take this literal, my guy."
Did he giggle afterwards, or?
Oh, bro, he was on the verge of.
As Cass described it, if he had laughed any harder, he probably would have joined her.
Oh, oh my God.
Like it was.
Sorry about that.
Bro, you guys' mics okay? Cause you're both sounding kinda eh.
Well, I'm in the midst of driving at the moment because I kind of have to leave to go to work.
Oh, that's safe.
Well, I have headphones in, so
I'm on my phone
I
because
recommend doing this.
I don't have access to my setup majority of weekdays.
I see. Yeah, so I'm the only one actually here in my room on my bed.
I'm laying
Podcast.
on my living room floor.
Anyway, I had a question for you guys. It's a topic.
Does it
Cause
involve gay?
it does not involve gay sex. No.
I don't care about the question then.
Have you guys like have you been like reading anything out loud for a class and just said the wrong thing?
No, I'm very well spoken.
And it sounds like a very I don't know, orgasm thing with like 7th graders.
Oh, Cass, how the
Science
fuck?
teachers have do it.
How the fuck did you just read my experience? You literally just said my exact experience. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Because Cass is all knowing.
Cass, how
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
fuck? How the fuck? You literally described that entire thing, especially the grade 7 part. How did you do that?
You have never had an actual original interaction in your entire life. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, Cass, have you had any moments of that, or can I tell my story?
You can fucking go ahead, bro.
Okay.
I'm sitting behind this truck right now. This cement truck looking dummy thick, and I kind of want to ram into it.
Okay. Cass gets in a car accident on the podcast.
Live on podcast.
Episode number. What are we on? What number are we on?
Of course, I have a fucking Ford revving my ass, so we're not talking about that.
I want to say 19.
I'll say 18, 19, one of those two. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's not really a long. I don't really have much long stories in my notes app of topics, but yeah.
Shit, we're on episode 21.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, so I was reading this thing, and I remember I was on the right side of the class, and my teacher was just like, hey Ty, can you like read the next one? I was like, being a teacher's pet back in middle school, I was like, yeah, okay, I got it, don't worry, I got it. And so I start reading it, and it says organisms, and I said orgasms. And this one girl in my class fucking died her ass laughing. That made no sense, but she died laughing. Like, literally, the loudest laugh. You would hear it on the other side of the school. It was so loud. Just for a solid, like, 30 seconds. And for a little bit, I was embarrassed, but I was just like, hey, it's funny. And so, yeah, I mean, it was funny. My teacher backed me up. He was like, hey, it happens. I was like, yeah. I don't even think I knew what an orgasm was in grade 7. I was that Melch. I was that much of like a censored kid. It was crazy.
Oof. Well, you want to know something fun that happened in my fucking
sophomore better than silence.
Class?
Better than silence.
Fucking. I don't know if you remember the whole "is water wet" thing, but we actually made that into a debate during our science class, where it took up that whole entire class period, where we were just sitting there debating "is water wet."
Really?
The answer is no.
I love those. Sorry.
At the end of the day, but she was so entertained by everybody else's answers that she was dying. She couldn't even teach the entire class. She was dying fucking laughing.
I love like those in class like you're supposed to do like 8 different assignments that day, but just because like someone had a debate, like the class just shifts into an all class debate. I love those.
Oh no matter how hard she tried to bring it back to the whatever subject we were doing, I think it was like meiosis and mitosis or some shit. But like everybody would bring it back down that way, and it was just fucking hilarious.
So what was the ending debate? Like, did you guys like who crumbled?
Oh, she told us that it wasn't wet.
It wasn't.
Wet, but it doesn't get it wet. It itself is not wet.
Now I want the dropout to give me a scientific document.
To be wet is to be covered in a layer of a liquid. A liquid
Somebody's Corvette is over here smoking. Jesus.
A liquid itself cannot be covered in, cannot be wet.
Yeah,
Because,
can
like,
you just
if
pour
you put
pour more of it?
it just join. Yeah, it just
the liquid
joins
itself cannot be wet because it gets other contents wet.
But what if you pour instead, like, you have a glass of water, right? And then you have a glass of milk. You pour the glass of milk in the glass of water. That makes the water wet, right? Because of the milk.
No, it just makes it disgusting.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But, like, wouldn't that make... Because they're two separate things. They're not both, like, deprived of water. Like, milk isn't water. Welcome back to the Aquarium Podcast, where we talk about liquids for an hour. Did you guys have anything interesting go on?
Besides the Corvette that's smoking on the side of the road? No, not really.
Okay, well then say that topic.
I did, like, minutes ago while I was talking about my fucking thing. Somebody ran over a fucking pole. Oh my god! I think that's why the Corvette's smoking.
SpongeBob 2B porn.
No. No. Just not at all, no.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that at all in my life, but I ended up
I didn't need to hear that at all in my life.
No, but you know what I have been needing in my life that is absolutely fucking hilarious? The people doing horrendous hate crimes to Kokoros in the fucking Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, like the penises? Yeah, I saw that.
That or like putting them on fucking barbecues and turning them into little skewers or shish kebabs.
Oh my god, I've seen that too. That's the funniest looking thing ever.
There's a whole fucking thread on Twitter about the war crimes committed against them, and it makes me laugh so fucking hard.
Tears of the Kingdom. It looks like a good game. I like the idea of it. Frogs, haven't you played it? Or am I stupid?
Those are the only spoilers I accept, or when Kokoros or whatever the fuck they're called get roasted.
Have you played Tears of the Kingdom, Frogs?
No, I have not. I've only played Breath of the Wild.
Do you plan on playing Tears of the Kingdom?
I would like to, yeah.
I was just never much of a Zelda person.
I wasn't either, but I do enjoy other people playing it because they know what to do in the game, and I do not.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild got me into Zelda games. And I know that's like a lameish fucking shit.
I was gonna say, I feel like the newest game shouldn't really get you into the...
But they really fucking hit the nail on the head with it.
Oh, I'm not saying they didn't. I'm sure Breath of the Wild is an amazing game. Because what was the game before Breath of the Wild? It was what? The Wind Waker remake?
Yeah, it was Wind Waker, and then...
it was Wind Waker HD, wasn't it? On the Wii U?
Yeah. They were trying super hard to get the Wii U sold, but that just didn't work out the way they wanted it to. It wasn't ever going to be as popular as the Wii.
Well, they're just hit and miss with it. It's just... Like, I don't know. Well, you know why? It's because the Wii brought all the boomers. Like, the Wii brought all the boomers to play it, because they didn't play fucking Wii bowling. And then the Wii U's like, hey, millennials... Is that the right one? I don't know. Hey, kids, play the Wii U. It's practically like the same thing. And then, like, the boomers couldn't understand the gamepad, so just, no.
Yeah, the moment you brought in the gamepad, they just completely lost it. The fucking Wiimote and the nunchuck was perfect for them.
Legendary.
I liked the idea of the gamepad. I thought it was a kind of okay idea.
With the screen in the middle?
Its range was terrible. It felt very clunky.
Oh, did everybody do you guys remember the fucking Wii's version of the Xbox Connect where they tried to do the Wii Fit pad?
Yeah. Used to have one.
Oh,
no,
if you had a Wii Fit pad, you were the coolest.
No.
Or well, but my one of my aunts did.
I remember I'd go over to my friend's house because he had a Wii U, and this was like before I had my Switch. Like this kid had a Wii U, and bro, we'd play Mario Kart 8, and then we'd be like, all right, we're bored of Mario Kart 8. Then we'd hop on Smash for Wii U, and oh my god, were those the days. Especially during summer, go over to his house, go in the pool, and then fucking play Mario Kart for like an hour, and then play like Smash for an hour. Oh my god. In my middle school, there's a teacher that had like a giant TV, and he had a Wii in his classroom, so he just let kids play on it, like before school. Literally, the rules that we all like weren't the teacher's rules, but the one rule that we had was we always played on Temple. It was no other map. It was always Temple.
Still backed up. Sorry. Some asshole was looking at me like I was going fucking unnecessarily slow, but it is bumper to bumper right now, and he's not going to go any faster.
I see. Yeah, we played Brawl. We played Brawl on that TV, and like, I don't know about the other kids, but I had no idea how busted Meta Knight was. Like, if you know Smash Brawl at all, you know Meta Knight was the best character by a long shot. Like, he was actually kind of insane. Honestly, like, I don't know, like, who would be the best Smash character of all time. Because it's either Fox from Melee.
But the best Mario Kart character is definitely Waluigi.
Oh, hunt based. Actual based Waluigi's the best character.
I used to play him on the Wii all the time as a kid, and I still play him all the time now.
When we played Mario Kart Wii on that same TV, they didn't have all the characters unlocked, and I don't know if you know, but Funky Kong is like widely renowned as like the best character in that game. But they didn't have Funky Kong unlocked, so I just played Waluigi because he had the same bike.
It was always Waluigi and Rosalina, bro. Those were my favorites all the fucking time.
But they literally, the other kids, I kept winning so much because I went Waluigi Flame Runner that they were like, Ty, like, pick someone else. So I just picked someone else who also had Flame Runner. And then they're like, okay, no Flame Runner. So I just went Daisy Mach Bike. Which is like the second best.
Fucking course you did.
I know, I was a little nerd. I couldn't win so much at Brawl because, like, Wii Remote Sideways sucked for Brawl. Like, it was not good. Like, Smash Wii Remote Sideways sucked. But it's how I,
but
like...
Wii Remote Sideways was the perfect way to do fucking Mario Kart, though.
Bro, you know how you had to tilt that shit?
Those little steering wheels? If you did not have those Mario Kart steering wheels, you were not playing Mario Kart on the Wii properly. And I will stand on that hill.
Well, that's funny. What's funny is, you know how you had to like hold it upright and then turn it? For me, I had this toy where like it was like some like shitty toy walk around outside type of car thing. And that steering wheel was not like held up like you would the Wii wheel. It was down. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But I kept like trying to play it that way, and then I'd lose steering because the Wii remote like wouldn't like connect or whatever. So then I'd stop steering and confuse me.
Yeah.
Another game that's good is Sunshine. Sunshine is so good. I've yet to play through it, but
Sunshine, I want to.
Mario's it's such a good game. Do you have a Switch, Cass?
Oh, yes.
Actually, I don't think the All Stars is available anymore. I'll Google
No,
it.
you can't get it anymore, which is fucking dumb. It was actually one of the best things. I'm so glad I got it in time.
So did I. I literally like begged my grandparents. I was like, please.
It is so good.
Mario 64,
It's
Sunshine, and Galaxy. Oh my god, are those good games.
I took a break from Sunshine to play Galaxy because Galaxy is great.
Galaxy
I
is
love
so good.
Oh yeah, Galaxy 2 was the shit that I fucking I could never get past the B fucking level on that shit, but goddamn.
Well, in my opinion, I never really enjoyed, like, I haven't played them thoroughly, but I never really enjoyed those types of games, like 64 and or not Sunshine, 64 and, Galaxy, where, like, you have the same level, but you have to do different things. Because that always just confused me, and I never really liked that.
Yeah,
Like you
I
know, in
think
64, where you go into the painting and then you select, like, 1 is 6 stars.
Have you ever played a game from your childhood and gotten to a level that you always considered hard? And as you play it, you're like, how was this ever hard to me? Did I just lack cognitive function?
Yeah.
me when I replayed Animal Crossing for the first time at like the age
Animal
of 6.
Crossing.
Yes, because they had it on the Wii. They originally had it the way that I played it. I bought it from a Blockbuster on the Wii, and that's what I played it on. So I played it until we just basically had to buy it from the Blockbuster because I was the only person renting that shit because I loved it so much.
Really?
City Folk came out the same year that Super Mario Galaxy 2 did, and Nintendo had that range, bro.
Animal Crossing, shit fuck.
It'll
That's my
forever be one
It's
favorite.
of
just,
my
it's
favorites.
so weird that
I take
Nintendo can
Animal Crossing
release.
slander.
It's so weird to me that Nintendo can release such bangers, like, at some points, and then, like, back in the day, they released some bangers, and then now it's like they shit bricks. I mean, Odyssey was good, but, like, other than that, what other Nintendo game, what other Mario game have you heard as of recent that's been good? Like, not really
Odyssey.
anything. Well, that's what I just said.
Odyssey, and that's
Odyssey,
pretty much it.
Odyssey,
Oh yeah.
Odyssey was good. But before Odyssey,
Uh,
what was there? Like, 3D World sucked, right?
Mario Bro. I didn't hate 3D World.
No, but 3D World also wasn't the best that
It's
Nintendo
just,
had to offer.
I don't
Because
think there was a single Mario game that I don't think was okay at the minimum.
for Galaxy 2, the way that they had those 3D 360 gyrating graphics, that was very, very forward thinking for Nintendo, especially in the early 2000s or 2010. So the
well,
fact that
like,
they did that and were able to do that and put
After
that in that game is
after
as janky as the tracking is, it is still super impressive for that time period.
after
That
this,
was
I'm
around the same time that
fucking
Minecraft came out.
probably gonna snort a line after this and play more Mario Odyssey.
Sounds
I
reasonable.
haven't played Odyssey.
For legal reasons, no, I do not snort cocaine.
But for
I am a
illegal
sober
reasons, he
little
does.
man. I am a sober little man and have never done a drug.
That's a damn lie.
That's not a lie.
That's a damn lie.
I've never done a drug.
I agree.
Ah, my bad.
Unless Dr. Pepper counts as a drug, in which case I may have indulged once or twice.
Indulged.
I love me a Docky Peppy.
I held a poll yesterday. Um, and it was asking if chocolate milk was good or bad.
Oh,
And
Monopoly theft.
chocolate milk is good, and I refuse to hear otherwise. Oh. Prox, is that for you too, or is that just... Cass, you're like a robot.
Yeah. Sorry, Cass. It's looking like time that you've reached your final destination. And by final destination, I mean you're gonna die.
Beep boop bop boop boop boop.
No, okay.
I have chaos
Hey
of a
guys,
day
it's
tomorrow.
420.
Is it 420? It is 420.
What is that supposed to mean exactly? When
Bungus.
the fuck did they make Tapatio Doritos? I'm
Have you guys
learning.
had any like funny like fire alarm like at school, like fire drill stories or like actual fire alarm stories at school?
One of the uh sped kids at my school pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah, and why did he do that?
He just felt like it.
Did he get caught or get in trouble for that at all?
I mean, not in a whole lot of trouble, because like he doesn't have the same level of restraint.
So they just let him off scot-free for calling the fire department.
Well, no, they still like they still punished him, just like not as much, and they did their best to make sure it never happened again.
So this guy just looked at a fire alarm, said "fuck it," and just pulled it.
Yeah, I mean they don't. When you
Mm.
get to a certain point, you just don't have the same level of like barrier between
Competence, you know?
thought and action.
Right.
Mm.
Cass,
So
what about
you,
you?
you,
But
you
I
just
kind of
at
want
some point think something and do it.
Cass, what about you?
Well, considering I graduated like 3 years ago, I don't remember any off of the top of my head, but it's always the idiots doing dumb shit who would pull the fucking fire alarm. So,
Really?
oh shit, she's on clearance.
Well, there's one. What grade was I in? Had to have been like grade 10. I think it was when I was grade 10, so this was like 2 years ago. I was in my, I believe it was German class. So this was like right after, like, this was right as we were like back into like school after Corona, right? Like, this was after like lockdown, and we're getting back into school and like whatever. And so we had staggered times for like breaks and like dismissal and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was the funniest thing. I went for my 10-minute break and I was right back to my class. And as soon as I get back to my class, I'm standing next to my desk, which was at the front. Haha, nerd, social butterfly, or teacher's pet, kid, whatever. I was right next to my desk.
Yeah, you seem like a teacher's pet.
And I was talking to my teacher about something, some assignment or whatever. And then literally it was right after I got back from break, and all of a sudden the fire alarm starts going. And so we're like, okay, what the fuck? Like it wouldn't be a drill, right? Cuz they wouldn't have it right now. Like I just got off a break. The other section is going on their break, I think, or something, I don't remember. But they wouldn't have it right now. So it was a bit chilly outside, and I just grabbed my hoodie because it was on my desk, and I grabbed my hoodie to put it on. And so we get ushered out. We do our standard fire drill procedures. This wasn't a drill though; it was so weird. So we get out, get in line, whatever. And I'm talking to my teacher. I'm talking to my classmates. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" We hear wee woo fire trucks coming, and there's like 3 or 4 of them pulled in the
We move
front.
fire.
Yeah, no, so like 3 or 4 of them pulled in the front, and then like a couple in the back. They go in, and keep in mind, I'm not seeing any smoke. I'm not seeing any fire. I'm not seeing any flames or anything. And so this was like closer to the end of the day as well. And at this time I got picked up from my grandpa across the street from the school to then drive me home. And so I'm like, okay, well, sure. And they determined that there was no fire in the school. There's nothing. And we're like, okay, sure, yeah, okay. So then, so I heard like three different stories, but the one I remember most was that kids were vaping in the upstairs bathroom, and then like that vape smoke went into one of the classrooms nearby, and then the teacher saw it, so I guess he pulled the alarm. That was the one I saw, or that was the one I remembered the most. I don't remember if that was what happened, but that was just the one I remembered. And then I have two more stories if you guys want to hear, but it's up to you guys.
My school had a problem with vaping kids as well, but we always
It
did
is
the
so
fucking
bad.
back hind corner of the theater. Yeah, the theater classroom. That's where we always did it.
Bro, the bathrooms are so bad at my school. It's unreal.
That makes me feel a lot
This
better
was back.
about my school's problem. My
Oh yeah, this
school,
was
we
back when
just
Jules were a thing too.
we just we do the normal high school things, smoking meth.
Yeah, okay. Ripping bongs in the school bathroom.
Bring out a whole ass keg of beer.
Casually.
Have you guys ever like seen those like kids in the school bathrooms that just set up barber shops during like lunch class or like lunch period?
No.
Fucking make what, huh?
Have you not seen like those memes online where it's like, bro, this guy's getting faded in the school bathroom? You haven't?
No.
That hasn't happened to me. Like, I haven't seen that, but like, I'm sure it's happened. I'm surprised, honestly. I would have thought in
I know
America
that
that
we've
would
been
be
tons of dumb shit.
an occurrence. What, Castler?
I mean, I've definitely had a ton of dumb stuff happen at mine.
Explain.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of doing something. What are we talking about again?
School stuff.
Oh.
I know you
Yeah.
guys already had a school stories podcast, but like, that was what,
Yeah,
episode
this is
2?
for being late to the program.
I know, my bad. Okay, it sounds like Cass is currently getting out of the car.
No, I'm actually getting changed and leaving and going back into my car because I basically got my dinner for tonight, which includes Pringles and sweet tarts. So we're eating like champions tonight.
I see. Yeah,
How long have you
been,
how long have
what?
we been going?
We started at 49, so we still have 20 more minutes. Or like roughly 32, 33 minutes.
This is a nightmare.
No, it hasn't. This is actually more structured than like the other podcasts
We're gonna
we've
be able
done.
to get a whole episode because in about 30 minutes I have to go to work.
Yeah,
I'm going to
we'll
be
be fine.
in traffic, so
We'll be fine. Did that episode with Beppis got uploaded, right? Yeah, because it was the Donald Trump NFT. Right, okay, no mind. I'm stupid. My bad.
You'll catch along one of these days.
Yeah, I'll remember at some point. Just not now.
it was a beautiful one.
We're actually more coordinated without the British man here, so I blame it on Grub.
Beg to differ, but go on. With him, we at least get more solid audio recordings. But,
Hey, I mean, I'm trying, alright? I'm trying my best.
yeah, also don't have a consistent record like he does of consistent audio recordings, so hence the biasness.
Well, I have 2 other fire alarm stories if you guys would like to hear.
Yeah, why not?
Welcome back to the Fire Alarm Podcast. Anyway, yeah, so there was one where...
Fire Alarm Mishap Podcast.
What?
I said, welcome back to the Fire Alarm Mishap Podcast.
Where we bring you the best stories of fire alarms in schools and anywhere else. Fire alarms, you got it. Anyway, so this one's a bit quicker. It was just some kid, I guess, just pulled the alarm for some dumb shit reason. I don't know. But we were coming out, we were going back into the school, like into the gym from the bubble. I don't know if most schools have that. I don't think so. But we had like
what the fuck is the bubble?
yeah. So
Sounds menacing.
we had a dome outside basically where like they blow it up, like it's all the cold air and whatever keeps it up, but they blow it up every like summer or no, because they had it during the winter too. So it's just throughout the school year, right? They blow it up and it's this giant thing, and you just go inside and you play on the turf field on it or in it even. And so I was like one of the first ones to go back into the gym. And literally, as soon as I open the door, I step 2 feet into the gym, the fire alarm goes off. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And this was during winter. And so we start going back outside because I'm just like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And we start lining up literally 2 feet from the school. Like, we don't fuck off to like into the snowfield or anything. We stood like 2 feet away from the school. And so we did the same thing, just wait outside. So here we are in shorts and t-shirts, sweating, but we're also freezing because we're wearing shorts in the middle of winter. I'm pretty sure I even gave this girl I liked like my hoodie or something. I don't remember, but it was either I kept my hoodie or I asked and she declined or whatever. But it felt really weird wearing a hoodie when everyone else was freezing. Because luckily I bring all my stuff with me. And so, same thing, fire trucks come along and there's no fire, so we're like, okay, whatever. But then, this other one, we were in some sort of like assembly or something. I don't remember. But, maybe it was, I don't know. We're in some sort of assembly where the principal was like giving speeches and whatever. And again, all of a sudden, minding our own business, and then ring, 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 fire alarm goes off. So we all go outside, and same thing, there wasn't a fire. My school's been really boring. There hasn't been any fires at all. Not even like small one. But yeah, we were like all really confused because we're just like, okay, why is this going off?
We had a small fire at my school. One of the kids was smoking something in the bathroom. Threw it in the trash can, which was obviously full of paper towels. So,
Not even a toilet, just a trash can. How dumb do you have to be?
they're not bright. I mean, they're smoking weed in school, so.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so. Yeah, that actually sounds like kind of funny.
Alright, this is gonna keep fucking up the recording. I'm just gonna go. Grab Tony in here or something and try recording a new episode. I can't. I can't do it right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah,
I don't
you're
trust
good.
myself while trying to pay attention to do this and drive at the same time. This is not going to be able to happen, and
Yeah,
I need
no,
to get to work alive.
it's probably safer for you to, focus
Yeah,
on
I'm
driving.
currently sitting in the parking lot. I haven't gone anywhere, but even getting over to Walmart was a little bit of a challenge. So I'm just going to hang up, and I'll talk to you guys when I get back, but I will have Thursday off completely. If we want to fuck up Grub's sleep schedule then.
Depends if I'm free, but we'll see.
Okay, because I can double check my schedule because I just got my one for next week posted. So I'll let you guys know about that. But yeah, for right now, I cannot be doing this while trying to navigate
Yeah,
myself
no,
online.
you're good, Cass. Don't worry.
All
All right, bye, Cass.
adios.
Bye,
Have fun with the
bye.
rest of the thing.
Will do.
Peace.
Bye, bye. So, frogs, two-man podcast. Let's get it. We'll see if Tony
Yeah.
joins.
Yeah,
For the
we'll get
last 20-ish minutes, 15 minutes. Has there been anything you've been doing as of recent?
Not really. I started The Witcher 3, which I guess was something I've been doing recently. And that's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good time playing The Witcher.
That's good. I don't know. I got a new job, so I've been like busy with that.
Yeah,
So I apologize that that's kind of been fucking up the schedule and whatnot. But
it's fine.
I haven't even I don't even know my own schedule that I'm gonna submit to them yet. Cause like I've been trying to schedule with you guys and like whatnot. But yeah, I mean, you haven't been doing anything else.
Not really, no.
Well, did you have a topic that you would like to share? Or a
Not
question?
that I can think of.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really, I'm doing everything. No, I'm kidding. I love this podcast. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me go to. Oh no, I mean, I just been streaming. I've been streaming the Black Ops 2 campaign.
Right.
So that's been fun. I've done what, like 3 streams on it so far. I was actually
Hmm.
planning on streaming after doing this.
That doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. I'll probably
Yeah.
stop by. Which
Plus,
is a perfect time to plug Rage's Twitch. Go follow him.
yeah, it's Rage.
Yeah,
ITSSRAGEE. Go follow.
yeah, a lot of extra letters in there.
Yep,
Because
because it's Rage was taken, so I did it's Rage. Oh, someone.
eh,
Did you? I'm just looking at topics right now. Did you ever have like in school? Did you ever have like a plushie, or do you know of a kid who had like a toy that he would always bring with him?
no.
Oh my god, you're so lame.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was really
Here's
creative.
one from our favorite Hispanic turtle. Have y'all talked about horror movies or any genre of movies that you guys like?
What?
I don't stick to a specific genre of movie. I do tend to, I guess, like more action or comedy based films because, I'm a generic white guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Edgar Wright movies. I love his work.
What has he done?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Baby Driver, and the Cornetto trilogy.
I've heard of a couple of those, but I don't think I've ever seen them.
The Cornetto trilogy is Shaun of the Dead, At World's End, and I'm trying to remember what the third one is, but I can't for the life of me. I know the third one's a cop movie though.
There's been some good horror movies that I've watched in the well, not good, but like just ones that I've liked. One of
Yeah.
them being Unfriended. Have you seen that?
No.
I mean, it's like cheap jump scares, but like it's like they still have like that eeriness to them, which I like. Cause like I don't like jump scares. I like more when movies are like atmospherically eerie and scary.
Right.
And so another one, the other one I was gonna mention was the Chernobyl Diaries, where it's based off like this group of friends wants to go to Russia. Right, it was Russia, right? The
It's
Chernobyl explosion.
Ukraine.
Oh, is it okay? Um, so yeah, they want to go to Ukraine to see the chemical plant that exploded, and yeah, they just have an adventure there. And long story short, spoilers, they all fucking die. The ending was a bit weird. I won't spoil the ending because it's just weird, but the ending was pretty weird. I don't know why they did it the way they did, but yeah, it was just
Yeah.
a bit weird of a way to end it. But like that movie overall was so good because there's one part earlier on, like in the middle of the movie, where they're exploring like this abandoned like apartment, and all of a sudden a fucking grizzly bear starts chasing them. But like, just, it's so good. Definitely
Right.
a movie I'd recommend watching to anyone. A movie I wouldn't recommend those Frozen. Fuck Frozen.
Fuck Frozen.
Yep.
That's something.
I'm sorry, Frozen
Uh,
was such a lame movie in my opinion.
can I go gun nerd on you?
Go off, King.
So in the United States, you cannot legally own a machine gun without filing for a $200 tax stamp with the ATF, which is the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. They're one of the big guys, and I dislike them thoroughly, but that's a different conversation. And there's this in the documents under the machine gun ban, which was made by the NRA, which is the National Rifle Association, I believe. Um, Machine guns were banned, other than like the 200 tax stamp ones. And what classifies as a machine gun is anything that fires more than one round per trigger pull. Which, that makes sense. If you hold down the trigger in one pull and multiple rounds come out, that's fully automatic. That's like a machine gun.
Right.
And obviously, the first thing people tried to do was get around this law.
Oh my god, no way.
So there are these little things called FRTs, which stands for Forced Reset Trigger.
So many
And
acronyms. What?
the way they get around the machine gun ban is amazing, because if you hold down an FRT just right, it fires, resets the trigger on its own instead of like you resetting it by letting go of it. So you will pull it again almost immediately, and it'll send off another round. So this
Really?
keeps happening as long as you apply force.
Wait, so
So
people
it's
just like
almost,
engineered that shit? Like what?
yeah. So it's almost like full auto, but technically under the machine gun ban, anything with that at the time was not a machine gun because it was multiple trigger pulls.
I feel like
Every trigger pull was one round.
I feel like I shouldn't be praising that, but just because of the engineering that must have went into that, just to get around a law.
It's amazing how people will like think of ways around it. And even now, I'm pretty sure they are starting to like ban FRT triggers. Or at least consider them NFA items, which is stinky poo poo, because then you'll have to pay. I believe you'll have to pay $200 to own them now.
Right.
So at that point, you might as well just go out, get the machine gun stamp.
That's wild. The amount of engineering. Do you imagine the
Yeah.
blueprints that went into that? Jesus.
So as it would turn out, the ruling was that not only was any gun with an FRT now a machine gun, it also claimed that the FRT itself, the trigger, is a machine gun.
The trigger?
Trigger.
Can't wait to. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Can't wait to roll up in Call of Duty and say, "Hey guys, look at my gun," and it's just a trigger. I can't
Not
wait.
even like, not even in anything. It is just the trigger module.
That's actually crazy.
That's fucking
So like,
hilarious.
so like you go up to like an official and be like, "This is a gun," and it's literally just a piece of plastic. They say, "Yes, that's a gun."
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Actually, they're now considering something that was completely legal not that long ago to be an NFA item, and that is braces.
Like teeth braces?
No, so in the world of firearms, there are two like things that go on the butt of your gun. There's a stock and then there's a brace.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A stock is meant to go right up against your shoulder to stabilize the firearm for the shooter. And if you put a stock on anything, it becomes either a rifle if the barrel length is, I think it's 14.5 inches or above.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, anything above 14.5 inches. Or if it is below that, it becomes what's called an SBR, or a short-barreled rifle.
Bro, all these acronyms got me confused as fuck.
And a short-barreled rifle without a different $200 tax stamp than the machine gun one is illegal.
Uh-huh.
But if you put a brace on that same gun instead of a stock, it is legally considered a pistol.
So what's a brace?
Basically, a brace, which can be used to shoulder your gun still, though the ATF doesn't like that. They're very against it, is a stock replacement that is like meant to like wrap under your arm with this like little piece of like cloth. It wraps under your arm so that you can put your arm through it and it stabilizes it for those who have a hard time.
Mm-hmm. I think I can visualize.
People will still use it to shoulder it, and they're like, well, how about we just make it so like you pay the same amount?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the rules for this are dumb as shit, because
I don't doubt
if
it.
you own a brace on your gun that is not registered with the ATF as an NFA item, It is the same amount of time in prison as it is to have an unregistered machine gun.
I already don't remember any of what you just said, and I think that will be the end of this episode talking about guns.
Hell
So
yeah.
go say your outro, frogs.
Thank you for listening to the Monkey Monday podcast. As always,
That voice crack, I'm sorry.
shut up. You're making me nervous. As always, we loved having you here. Be sure to go check out the links down below to find our socials. Go follow Rage on Twitch, where he will be streaming the day of recording. And if he's not streaming when you're seeing this, so I guess just follow him so you don't miss out again.
Yep, all links will be in the descriptions for all of our individual stuff and the podcast stuff. Sorry?
Like, comment, subscribe, rate 5 stars, follow.
Download
I don't know.
on Spotify.
Tell your grandma that we're communist propaganda.
And yeah, so it's really weird that we're ending on 2 people, but I'm sure by the next podcast we'll like sorted our schedules out. So hopefully we should have all 4 of us, if not a guest, with us next time. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.